Well, Cass is here, and all of you gave me my story, reminded me of things. But mostly I go back to 1963. I went out on a date with my I was engaged, we went out on a date, and that night he told me he had quit his job and he was going to start his own business. And I said, why would you do that? And the reason I said it was my father had his own business. So my father's business was a bar business in Philadelphia on South Street, and he was never home on Thanksgiving or holidays, and it was before the blue laws, so he worked Sundays. And I said, well, if you want your own business, you know, we have to talk about this, because I don't want a husband with his own business. So then we get out of the car, and he walks me up to the door, and we go in the house, and there is all of his family and all of my family yelling, surprise! It's the bridal shower. And I'm like, is there going to be a wedding? So we decided we'd just get through with it and we'd talk about it later. And we talked about it a lot. But we did get married, but we had some things we talked about first, about being home for meals, being home for children, and he promised me he was going to do all these things. And so he did it by having a business and living close to the business. And although he wasn't home a whole lot, he made it home for dinner almost every night and once in a while for lunch. So he got to a point at the business where he was really having a bad week. He was exhausted. And his Sunday was his day off. He always took Sunday off because I insisted. Sunday was off. And since he'd had such a rough time, I was going to do the good deed for him. It's Sunday. There's a Disney movie playing down at the theater. I'll take the kids. We'll go to the movie. Now at this time, I don't remember how many kids I had. I may have had 5 or 6. No, living where we were living, it had to be 7 or 8. So I said, I will take the kids out to the movies and out for ice cream, and you can relax at home. I have really changed. I'm doing something really good for this man who's working so hard. So he says, that sounds great. So I take the kids, and we drive up the driveway, go down 352 to the movie theater down in Aston. And I don't even remember what the movie was, but it was a Disney film. 2 hours, then I take them for ice cream at Granite Mall, and then we go home. So we had at least 3 to 4 hours alone. So we go in, and I said, did you have a nice relaxing time? Did you sleep? He said, before you got down the driveway, a bird came down the chimney. And I went around and I opened all the doors, which was a sliding door, a garage door, a kitchen door, and a front door. And I got a broom to get the bird out one of the doors. And right before you pulled in the driveway, I got him out the sliding door. So I did the good deed. It was his problem. But he got the bird out of the house before I got home, and I was happy about that.